Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. We had previously notified you that on Saturday, January 31st, 2026, the Honorable Kimberly E. Evanson, United States District Court Judge, was assigned to be the jurist in Gonzalez et al. Versus Washington State University. Today, the 3rd of February 2026, Judge Newsom issued 2 orders in the case. The first is document number 10, standing order regarding 28 U.S.C., that is United States Code, ladies and gentlemen, section 455B2 and canon 3C1B of the Code of Conduct for United States judges, and it reads as follows. The court issues this standing order for purposes of compliance with the aforementioned statute, ladies and gentlemen, and canon of the Judicial Code of Conduct, which require disqualification of a judge where, quote, a lawyer with whom the judge previously practiced law, served during such association as a lawyer concerning the matter, or has been a material witness. End of quote. The court directs the parties to notify it if any lawyer at the below-listed law firms, including lawyers who subsequently departed subject firm, served as a lawyer concerning the above-captioned matter, or concerning any materially related matter during the below listed dates. And then the first bulleted item on line 22 of this court order states, K&L Gates LLP, formerly Preston Gates and Ellis LLP. The second bulleted item states Pacifica Law Group LLP. If I could interject, ladies and gentlemen, the biography of the court, which is located on the U.S. District Court, Western District of Washington's website, reveals these firms as being firms that she was associated with before she was appointed to the bench. So she's asking that the parties' attorneys notify her if there is any conflict of interest potentially in the case, which would require her, as she's stating here, to disqualify herself from the case. The second order that the judge has entered is basically giving the parties information regarding what her procedures are and what expectations are. This is document number 11, order regarding chambers procedures in civil cases. It is 7 pages long, and it begins by saying this order sets forth the chamber specific procedures that apply in this case. These procedures supplement the federal rules of civil procedure and the local civil rules of this district. When the term counsel is used in this order, it includes lawyers as well as any party representing themselves. When the term party or parties are used in this order, they include counsel. And it goes on to have several paragraphs that are styled as communications with chambers, how the parties are to communicate with chambers. It's through the courtroom deputy, and the contact information is given here. Any courtesy copies for any filing, cross motions is paragraph number 3. Then there's something that comes up, which is discovery disputes. When discovery is served, that as required by Local Rule 37A, all discovery matters are to be resolved by agreement if possible. So in other words, what the judge is saying here is if somebody is not responding to the other side's discovery or request for a date for a deposition, for example, she wants to see the parties attempt to resolve this themselves rather than running to the court with the first instance. And she says here, if agreement is not possible prior to the filing of any discovery motions, the court directs the parties to request a conference with the court. And then there's the procedures that goes on. And then it goes on oral arguments and so forth. Then there's also a scheduling template for the case in itself, the trial setting, and so forth. And then finally, if this case settles, counsel shall notify Judge Evanson's courtroom deputy via email as soon as possible, and that's paragraph number 11. So we see where the judge is hitting the ground running with matters, explaining what her procedures, her policies, and her expectations are. We will continue to keep you posted as further developments arise. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.